Alexis Okeke. I live at 2111 Hickory Grove Road, Bradford, Georgia. I'm representing QueerUp Atlanta, an LGBTQIA of color organization. So we're here to discuss the proposal and talks submitted by Councilmember Alex Wan for the Cheshire Bridge Road area. This proposal was designed in a way that harmed small, local, honest family businesses and Cheshire Bridge Road's notable adult and novelty businesses. However, recent revisions made by the council member have retracted the pieces that would affect the small businesses and would only target certain adult establishments and shops in certain parts of NC4 and NC5. While this revision was and still is greatly needed, the need to tamper with the current state of the Cheshire Bridge Road area is a questionable one, and ultimately one that should not be considered by the Atlanta City Council. It seems the issue is with gentrification versus cultivation. The original proposal sent forth would have carried with it a force known as gentrification, or in layman's terms, the ushering out of a community already established for a pricier, glossier, and more exclusive one. We've seen this happen throughout Atlanta's history, most notably and recently with the creation of Atlantic Station. This unfortunately displaced communities who received no benefits, but instead were left with bitter feelings in regards to Atlanta's authorities. Cheshire Bridge Road, Atlanta's self-manifested senior district, should not and will not become another example to add to that book. Just like 5 Points, Cheshire Bridge Road is an entity created by Atlantans to fulfill the needs of Atlantans. To alter or dismantle that in any capacity would be a stomp on the foot of Atlantans who put blood and sweat and tears into this community. If quality of life is such a concern, then we should prioritize the lives of the pre-gentrifiers, the people who were there before the soccer moms and the other people came in. Instead of investing taxpayers' monies into virtually evicting and policing businesses, we should encourage the businesses there to prosper, invest funds into community programs such as after-school programs, workshops for community organizers, and also, if there's an issue with the proposal and the look of Cheshire Bridge Road, invest in a physical uplift, not in upheaval of already established, loved, and needed businesses. We can improve the image of the Cheshire Bridge Road area through neighborhood and community cleanups without resorting to costly renovations and construction, which would have negative impacts on traffic and accessibility of surrounding businesses. There have been several Atlanta communities that have put these programs into action and have seen great results, such as Cabbagetown and Ormwood.
My name is Mickyel, Bradford. I live at 49 Boulevard, Southeast Atlanta, Georgia, 38312. I'm also representing QueerUp ATL, and I'm here to talk to you about more of the positives of rejecting this movement. So really what we're talking about is upheaval of entire communities. I don't support the upheaval of these communities. I don't think that this is really about targeting adult NC neighborhoods, but really the people who support those neighborhoods, people who are routinely targeted and ostracized from the greater Atlanta community. And if we're truly about being welcoming and about being diverse and about saying that we are an oasis for the people in Georgia and surrounding states, then we really need to readdress this issue. And so, I'd like to say that it's curious to me that this change would affect a number of communities that have routinely been ostracized, namely people of color. If you think about Onyx, the queer community, inclusive of everyone that is lesbian, bisexual, gay, transgender, especially transgender women, and also the working class people that are in the Cheshire Bridge area. So if you could please think about how Atlanta has done a wonderful job of trying to address these issues and how we can go into these communities and ask the people who are here today, they're all here today holding signs telling you what they want, how we can make this better. So I think that an initiative to actually go into these communities and ask them what they would like to do would be a lot more effective. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Taylor Alexander. I reside at 84 Lucy Street, apartment number 3, Atlanta, Georgia, 30312. I'm also a part of QueerUp Atlanta. And just to finish up our entire speech here, In short, the proposal set forth by Councilmember Alex Wan is not the proposal that we set forth by the citizens of Atlanta, specifically those who work and make a living in the Cheshire Bridge Road district area. It is not of our hands, which were used to make Cheshire Bridge Road. It is not of our voices, which have increasingly not been heard in this matter. And it is not of our interest at all, which has been disregarded at large. This proposal, if implemented, would not simply affect the strip of zone that we call Cheshire Bridge Road. It would affect the branches of communities that thrive from Cheshire Bridge Road. It would affect the folks unknown to you and I. It would affect the decisions and feelings of that one person who might have come to Atlanta simply because of Cheshire Bridge Road. This is why we ask you, the Atlanta City Council, to not stand in the way of the community, to not stand in the way of people who make a living by the businesses that exist on Cheshire Bridge Road, but to stand with the community and turn down this proposal. Thank you.